wife and kid are off visiting family, and they left me here alone, unsupervised, and I don't know what to do with myself. So I'm just gonna do what I normally do and just stare at plants and stuff. And yeah, I'll set my beer down on this here mossy log. I'll make it taste better later. But yeah, there's some cool stuff going on down here. We got let's see if I can get down in here. Trying to get to that little guy right there. This little anemone guy. Very beautiful. Kind of a spring ephemeral. I think the plants sort of stick around for a while. There's not much to it. Like, look at that. Just coming out of the moss right there. Couple of little leaves, leaflets. One big flower, two unopened. That's this whole jam. Yeah, so yeah, apologies for the background noise. There's some guy hammering on something over there. And then over that way, there's somebody just shooting a gun randomly over and over again. I mean, sure, go ahead, man. You have every right to do it. But over here we got another tiny guy, tiny but beautiful. This is a little bluette, I think is the name of them. They are in the coffee family. 4 petals, beautiful, tiny. The basal part of the plant kind of blends in with the moss. It almost looks like a moss when it's not flowering. Beautiful, beautiful little simple flowers. What else we got? Got some muck. Got some algae and muck down there. I think one day I might do a video on. I have this theory. I think I could make that into paper. So I think I could sort of just scoop it up, lay it out on a screen, dry it in place, maybe do a little cross linkage with it or something. And I think it would make a very nice sort of paper type thing when it straightens, when it dries out. Yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of it, honestly. Those little bluettes and the little anemones, but that's enough. You know, let's not get greedy with nature. Got this stupid Nandina here, which thankfully looks like the deer are doing a good job on. I need to come out here with a pickaxe and just hack that out of here. Heavenly bamboo. It's not bamboo, and it's not heavenly. I think it's a pretty common yard plant. People actually deliberately plant that stuff in landscape, and I think that the berries kill cedar waxwings. Like, it's a pretty damn malicious type of invasive. Yeah, we got these little guys out here. They're not flowering yet, but keeping my eye on them. This is the leaves of Adamasco lily. There's another little clump right there. And the deer have taken a bite or two out of them here and there. But I think they'll come back and be good. Got another clump or two around here. I want to collect some seeds from that this year and get it going. It's a beautiful, beautiful plant when it's going off. Needs to be more of it. So I'll do my part. I'm doing my part. Creek's running rather nice, so there's a nice little anemone right there. So cute. Saw a fish in here, relatively decent sized fish in that little hole right over there not long ago. Decent size, I mean, it was like four inches or so long, which is quite large for this creek. Yeah, all around just mosses and little anemones flowering. Quite nice. Pleasant little day out here, except for the gunfire. Well, I thought I was done with this video, but I'm actually, like I said, off in an area of the creek that I don't normally go to. So I found some other stuff. So right now, blueberries are getting ready to bloom. And we do have some pretty cold nights in the forecast, so hopefully they don't all die back. But this is just a wild blueberry, high bush blueberry here. We got a lot of low bush blueberries around as well. I don't see a decent example of that right here, but this one is, well, its highest point is about yay high, about chest high on me, but has these little clusters of flowers that will open and they hang down, a little urn-shaped thing like you're pouring out some ashes or something. Little like vase-shaped flowers that point down. They're buzz pollinated, so they need a little bee, little sweat bees come around here and go, and the vibration of their wings actually shakes the pollen loose. It's a way to not waste your pollen. Don't just dump it out into the wind. Don't just stick it on any rando's back, you know. Wait till you got your right pollinator. Another thing that's happening right here is just next to it, the viburnums are also at just about the same stage of flowering. So you can see inside this little cluster of leaves, there's actually a little cluster of flowers too. Not quite opened up yet. They will actually turn into these almost umbel looking things. I think this is probably, this might be a black haw. Yeah, this might be a black haw. Viburnum prunifolium. Not entirely certain. I can't really identify it at this stage. But it's some type of viburnum. We got alternate foliage, you see. There was, we got branches coming out opposite sides, leaf buds in opposite pairs to each other, implying that leaves were in opposite pairs to each other. And that sort of distinct, even though it's not fully formed yet, that distinct compound umbel-like flower. Yeah, all kinds of neat stuff out here. Oh, see the red buds going off over there? Let's go check that out. Well, it's going off, but it's up there mostly. The closest blooms are right here, and they're still out of reach of my little fingers. So I do have my hook stick, so let's get to hooking. See what we can see, hopefully without destroying them. Yeah, there we go. Got a couple that are open right there. So it is a bean. It is in the legume family, Fabaceae. So you see that typical bean sort of flower. You see the banner wings and keel that you hear botanists talk about all the time. Ah, well, that's neat. The weight of my stick just kind of hangs it there. Perfect. Now I can use my other hand to point it out to you. All right. So you see the keel is this petal down here that kind of doubles back over on itself and looks like the keel of a boat. And then up here at the top, you have this banner flower, which is just kind of does what it, this banner petal that kind of does what it says right up there at the top. And then there's sort of a wing type structure on either side. This is, should have maybe looked up the anatomy of this one before I started talking about it, because it looks little different. I don't see pronounced wings on this. Maybe they're folded up differently. Maybe they, yeah. Anyway, the general structure of a bean flower is there. I'll do a little more research into that later. We've got some kind of, good God, what is that? Oh, what is that? Whatever it is, it's hard to focus on. Whatever it is, I don't really want to get too close to it. It has a door on the top of it. It does not really look so much like it is actually made out of the red bud, like a gall. But I don't know, it might be. Yeah, it looks like it might be joined. It has a little door at the top. I have absolutely no idea what that is. That's freaky, man. That's real freaky. I feel like something lives or lived in there I don't want to touch that too much more. Hey, it touched me. It touched me. Weird. Super weird. Anyway, these flower buds on the red bud are actually edible. Oh, dropped that one. Let's get one of these up here. They make a really nice little addition to salads and things. Just a really cool pop of color. And the taste is it's in the bean family, but it's not the bean of the bean. It does taste mildly beany though. It's okay. It's just kind of a not very strong vegetal, vaguely beanish flavor. It's really cool. Mostly just cool for the color. I think you could probably make some like really colorful syrups and jams if you include that in it. Yep. Redbud. Cercis canadensis, I believe. Hoping to grow some of these this year. I collected a bunch of seeds from this tree last year. We'll see how it goes. Another cool thing I always like pointing out over here. Got cranefly orchid. Weird bumpy looking little texture to the upper leaf. And then below it is this cool purple color. I actually looked into this. And I think that the main evolutionary advantage of this is that there's just a bunch of extra pigments on the bottom to capture light. So you're growing on the forest floor, obviously under a bunch of trees, dropping all these leaves. And so at times, light is a little bit scarce. So you have this fairly dark green upper to capture as much of the sun in chlorophyll as possible. And to do all your photosynthesis and stuff. And then on the bottom, you have all these auxiliary pigments to try to catch just a little bit more. The stuff that got past your chlorophyll on this side gets caught on that side. Maybe gives your photosynthesis a little bit of a boost. I think that's the idea anyway.